Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our BBL Season 9 Semifinals match against Matt O'Shea and his Montreal Melodics, a rematch of last season's finals matchup. If you guys are excited for today's Wi-Fi battle, be sure to drop a like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 2,000 subs, so if you can help me out along with reaching that goal, I'd really appreciate it a ton. And yeah, let's do it. So we are going to do a quick little team builder before we jump into the battle, just so you can see what we're bringing, while we're bringing it, so you have the background knowledge and context going into the battle. And yeah, if you want to skip ahead to the battle, there's a timestamp on the screen as well in the description below. So, at the top of the screen is our team, if you did forget, and it consists of Lunala, Garchomp, Buzzwole, Togekiss, Terrakion, Metagross, Raikou, Suicune, Ribombee, and Roselia. While our opponent's team consists of Zekrom, Landorus, Slowbro, Incineroar, Terrakion, Frostlass, Jirachi, Bulu, Skuntank, Quagsire, Porygon, Noctowl. Just like all of the Pokemon. He took the same approach where he just drafted everything he could. This matchup is pretty interesting. Now, me and Matt did play just a few weeks ago, honestly, but if you guys remember that game, I kind of just messed around, threw some stuff together, and kind of wanted to use it as a scouting game, because Matt really wanted a win right there, whereas we didn't really need one at all, so I wasn't super stressed on, you know, bringing the most optimal team in the world. We brought a bunch of cheese, and it was pretty funny. We are bringing some similar sets, but it's really a different team structure. And yeah, he's got some really big threats though. Like the Zekrom is just an absolute monster versus us. Landorus, I don't have switch-ins to. It's probably one of the best Landorus matchups he will ever have, or anyone will ever have, which isn't good. Slowbro is very, very annoying. Terrakion is very tough for me to switch into over the course of the game. There's a lot of really scary things in this team, but we're just gonna have to be careful about. So, first up, we have our Landorus switch-in, in quotation marks, and Suicune with the Assault Vest, Scald, Ice Beam, Snarl, Whirlpool. He got 252 HP, 4 defense, 76 special attack, 148 speed def, and 28 speed with a calm nature. Yeah, this is a pivot into Landorus, but he can take Earth Powers decently, and I don't think he's going to be using around or knocking off. Realistically, against the team that I'm bringing in particular, he should just be clicking Earth Power, 99% of the time, so I figure he'll just be doing that, and we can at least take 3 of those, which is nice. We can Snarl and Whirlpool things like Slowbro down, so if it's not a teleporting Slowbro, we actually do 1v1 that thing pretty aptly, which is going to be nice. We can Scald and Spread Burns. We can even get another freeze like we did last time. We got a couple freezes, so that's always nice. We naturally take hits from things like Incineroar, Terrakion, Jirachi, Frostlass, mons like that, and we can, you know, kind of go from there. And, you know, really use this thing as a pivot and to chip some things down, spread some burns, things like that. Next up, we have our Garchomp rocking out with a Haban Berry, Rough Skin as its ability, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Poison Jab, and Stealth Rock. We're just max so that we can outspeed Landorus. Yeah, pretty simple stuff this week. We are here to get up rocks. I'm not stomping Tantrum this week because I really don't think Bulu will come again. I don't think Bulu's that good to me. I know he brought it last time, but like I really don't think Bulu's that good to me. So we're not bringing stomping Tantrum and nerfing ourselves. Dragon Claw is a way to hit like a magnet-rized, what do you call it? Zekrom, if he for some reason wants to bring that, but more so as a way to at least hit Landorus. I thought about Aqua Tail, but I like Dragon Claw as a middle ground for both of those things, and it's a little bit more accurate. And then we have Poison Jab for the Bulu if that ends up wanting to come, but again, I don't expect it to. And then obviously Rocks to get up rocks. I don't think Sword Dance is really going to win a game like this with Slowbro chilling in the back, and Frostlass and Scarfers and things like that. So yeah. Next up, we have our lead in a Lumberry Drapion, rocking out with Knockoff, Toxic Spikes, Poison Jab, and Whirlwind, 220 HP, 40 attack, 20 defense, and 220 speed with a Jolly Nature. Yeah, again, not only do I not expect Blue, I really don't expect Skuntank. I don't think it offers much in match team structure and what it might be wanting to do. I think Incineroar does everything it does better in this matchup. So I really don't expect him to want to bring it. So I think T-Specs will be incredibly valuable this game in chipping things down like the Zekrom if it's not Lum or Boots, chipping down the Slowbro, chipping down the Incineroar if I end up knocking it off, which is a likely thing with this thing being my knockoff user. Chipping down Terrakion and Bulu if it ends up coming, Quagsire, Porygon, all these things. I think T-Specs can be incredibly clutch. This thing is a great lead in the sense that it kind of deals with the lead Frostlass to an extent because of our Lumberry. We can always knock off turn 1 if we're expecting them to taunt, and then if they want to will the next turn, we can always eat that up and, you know, just 2-hit KO them, as well as Whirlwind for setup threats like the Zekrom, or even like a Calm Minded up Slowbro, or whatever it might be. We can kind of use Whirlwind as a way to get those things out of there and reset their boost, which is nice. I didn't really need another move, in my opinion. Next up, The only other set I think that we have that is the exact same as last time with a Heavy Duty Boots, 3 attacks, Lunala, Moongeist Beam, Focus Splash, Ice Beam, and Roost. 132 HP, 140 special attack, and 236 speed with a modest nature. Like I said, this thing goes crazy. It does really well, especially with a T-Spike up. It does a lot of damage. If we can knock off the Incineroar, get up Rocks and a T-Spike, it's pretty much already in range of a Focus Blast. So that's really, really nice. Ice Beam after things like Zekrom, Landorus, and Moongeist Beam hits realistically like everything else ridiculously hard. Again, maybe Skuntank comes, but I feel like Incineroar checks Lunala even a little bit better, even with the fighting weakness that it has. That Skuntank doesn't. Plus, Skuntank is a lot easier for my team to pivot around and deal with than something like Incineroar, in my opinion. So I think the knockout's a lot more valuable. But yeah, this one does really, really well. And it's a good safety net into a lot of his scary offense, with our Shadow Shield being able to live one hit from plenty of boosted things that are really scary. Next up, we have part 1 of 2 of our double bug offense. This is where the team really kind of flips and gets a little bit different. We have a Choice Scarf Buzzwole with Close Combat, Leech Life, Darkest Lair, Nice Punch, 164 HP, 180 attack, and 164 speed with an Adamant Nature. This thing has great coverage overall. Close Combat and Ice Punch for Zekrom, Ice Punch for Landers, Leech Life and Lariat for Slowbro, Close Combat for Incineroar, Close Combat for Terrakion, Lariat for Frostlass, Lariat and Close Combat for Jirachi, Ice Punch and Leech Life to an extent for the Bulu, Close Combat for the Skuntank, Close Combat, Close Combat, Close Combat. Like, depending on what move we're clicking, this thing has great coverage in this game. It's a great revenge killer. It still has great natural Fizz Def bulk against a lot of things like Terrakion, Zekrom, things like that. And live any hit from a non-sludge wave or a non-psychic Landorus, which is also very, very nice. We consider her as a solid breaker, maybe even a solid endgame cleaner, but really something to revenge a lot of things and break some holes in my opponent's team, so that our win con, which is a little bit more off the wall, not off the wall, but it's not something you typically expect here, and I don't think Matt's going to really expect it. In the Rabombi here, we are Quiver Dancing Rabombi. No, we are not Stealth Rock or Sticky Web. We are Moonblast, Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, and Roost. 44 HP, 252 special attack, and 204 speed with a modest nature. We are modest because we are creeping a Terrakion or a Frostlass or whatever it might be, creeping a max speed Garchomp. We should outspeed everything under what do you call it? What's the mon that I don't outspeed? Nothing. As long as it's not a Scarfer, we should outspeed. We should outspeed every Scarfer with a Quiver Dance up. And if we can chip down things like the what do you call it? Like the Jirachi, and really the Jirachi and Incineroar are actually the only two that are really scary to me. If I can chip those down and then get a Quiver Dance up on something like a Zekrom Switch Out, or a Slowbro, or a Frostlass, or a Bulu, or whatever it might be, this thing can honestly just win the game. If you look at Matt's team, he doesn't have a bug resist. Everything on his team that would typically resist bug, whether it be his fire, his poison, his steel, things like that, they don't resist bug. Actually, I guess he has a Landers, but Landers dies after rocks to a +1 Modest Moonblast. So, which is the reason I really wanted to be aggressive and get the creep for Modest, because it gives me that Oko and Landers at +1, which I think is really important, because you can always revenge me with the Sludge Wave, because even if I'm Quiver Danced up, the thing's pretty strong. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting team, but I think we got the squad to do it. I will be right back with the battle. Alrighty, guys, here we are with the battle. Let's see what Matt brought. I presume probably something really similar to last time. Like, I don't see it being very varied, you know? So, let's see. What's behind my face is the real question. But, oh, wrong one. What's behind my face? Zekrom. That makes sense. So we have a Zekrom, Terrakion, and there's no Skuntank, so my T-Spike is, like, up to stay, which is great. Landorus, Incarnate, Slow Brizzy, a Frost Lizzie, and Tapu Bulu. Okay, so we're gonna lead off with our Terrakion, because I think the T-Spike is really nice and really important for chipping down and wearing down his team. So we're gonna go with that, and we'll go from there. I think the double bug offense is really going to work out in this game with the team that he brought. Like, if Cutiefly gets up a Quiver Dance and Stealth Rocks exist, that's it. Like, that's a wrap. So we'll see what we could do. Good luck, have fun to Matt. I think he's gonna lead some Frostlass ship, and I think he's gonna Wisp me turn 1, is what I would have to presume he's going to do. And I have a Colmberberry for that, or a Lumberry for that. So we'll see how this ends up going. Armstrong. That's not what I wanted to see.
Not what I wanted to see in the slightest. We have to switch out, get up our T-Spikes a little bit later. So, we're gonna go into our Suicune. Our Landers check in quotation marks. Our AV Suicune. Ooh. Not good. So, we'll see what we can do. He might... What do you call it? Scald me? I don't know. We'll see. Or, knock me off. Scald Landers. So. See. He's thinking. I mean, this is the Matt thing where he, like, takes a bunch of times in between turns early game, and then he has, like, 10 seconds later. I'll take that. I don't think I have a team that can win via timer, but I'll take it. Gold Doubloon! Assault Vest Suicune. You see a knockoff? I feel like we should see a knockoff if he has it. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna Scald to Beta Burn. If he goes Bulu, that's fine, because one, I Beta Burn potentially, and two, I get my T-Spike. Ah. And I get a little bit of recovery. So, like, that being his response is great for me. He's gonna withdraw. Into... Is this... Bapu Bulu? It's not. No burn? We're gonna get it here? Okay. I mean, so let's go chip throughout the game. It doesn't, like, matter. So, I'm gonna try and get into my Terrakion. I really hope that he's not teleport. That would suck. But if he is, we'll deal with it. Yep, I'm boned. Not good. Okay. The Landers matchup is not looking great. He didn't U-turn out, so it makes me think he might not be U-turn on this thing. So I can make the Terrakion double. I don't want to go into this because I think he might knock off this time. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. He's gonna Earth Power. So you really hope he Earth Powers and doesn't knock off. If he knocks off, I'm kind of screwed. Yeah. Crit. Cool. Thanks, Matt. Matt O'Shea moment. Happy birthday, brother. What do we do? Nothing. What do we do? A whole lot of nothing. Ice Beam, I guess. It's gonna kill me. Great crit. Great crit. Now, I know I'm not a long-term check, but having that position where I could double... I don't know. So we're gonna go Buzzwole. We're like hard bluffing Scarf right here. And I just don't think he stays in. He definitely doesn't Earth Power, so I'm gonna double out. Oop. There we go. So, we're gonna double out. I don't think he stays in and risks me being Scarf. I think that's a really, like, bad play. I'm recording right now. Did you need something? So, out comes Slowbro. I'm gonna T-Spike. So he knows we're Scarf now, and he's not Scarf. It's also good information, I suppose. There's no Ghost Resist on this team either. He's gonna hard withdraw. Guy. T-Spike. And I'm gonna go into console. We're kind of going all in on this Jirachi plan, by the way. And it can happen. It's just, ooh, it's kind of scary, you know? And you get Rocks and Landers is in range. Okay, so this thing comes in. It's going to probably is subbed. I mean, we go hard Scarf Buzzwole. He won't kill us after this either, unless he's like sub Aerial Ace, which is also less than, you know, great, but again, not the end of the world. Air Slash. Okay. Fine. Whatever. So, you sub Air Slash Terrakion. Interesting. We're gonna go to Rabombi and into Terrakion. We kill the Moonblast. We do. We know he's not Scarf now, so we're just gonna go into it and we are going to click the button. We're gonna Moonblast. Hopefully pick us one up. No way he's what do you call it, Barry? I quite simply refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Why are you faster? What, are you just max speed, Matt? He's just max speed. He's just max speed. I don't know what to say, guys. That's the game. I lose.
Hey guys, so Owen in the future, I just wanted to show, because I'm going to be confused about it and upset about the entire game, but I want to show you guys right now that it was me fucking up. So I want to show you guys the speed tiers. I have them pulled up. This is my team. You can see the whole squad right here in the count. You see that my max speed Garchomp, which I was max speed in this game, I hit 169, and it's Terrakion creeping that hits 170. What I was just upset about was the fact that my Rabombi didn't outspeed Terrakion, which meant that he was just max speed as fast as he could go, and he didn't speed creep, so I got punished for being over aggressive on my speed creep. It turns out, for whatever reason, for the first time in my draft league career, honestly, I completely messed up the creep. And that was a speed tie, and I got punished for it. So Matt was fine. Obviously, Matt did nothing. That was my mess up, 100%, and it cost me big time. Like, this was a huge mistake to make in a playoff game. Again, if I just went like this, and then went like this or something like that, and like that. There we go. We have the same spread. I didn't need the bulk for anything in particular. It was just so I could hit Modest, so I definitely didn't need to have that 44 HP or something like that. Might even be a little bit more. Regardless, yeah, that's it's really tough. So I want you guys to recognize the rest of the video while I'm complaining and thinking Matt didn't speed creep. I apologize. It was me not speed creeping correctly. So I do want to like put that out there now before the end of the video happens and it's me screaming about him not speed creeping and being upset about it the whole time, and then put it in and be like, actually it was my bad. So I wanna you know, straighten that up like right now, just so you guys know. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the game and me being me.
I genuinely could not tell you why he's max speed, but he is. And we officially lose the game. There's quite simply nothing I can do about it. Yeah, man. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you why he's just max speed Terrakion. So, the 8 million, basically die. I don't think there's a way we can win. We're not Agility Lunala. We have no win con now. I figured I was in a good position, but I was wrong. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But that was something that happened. I'm pretty frustrated. I aggressively crept Matt because I thought he understood basic speed creeping, and unless I don't understand basic speed creeping, he shouldn't outspeed me. Yeah, I aggressively crept in that instance because I wanted Modest because it gave me a KO on Landers at +1. after rocks. So. Again, I quite simply could not tell you. We're gonna get up rocks. Get up rocks and we'll go from there. Maybe he'll teleport. If it kills me, I get Lunala. I get a free attack, basically. Nice. So, I'll get him up. Scalds me. Kill me. Burn. Yeah, man. That is pretty much the game. We lose to, what do you call it, unless he goes into it, like right now. I have to keep my Shadow Shield on my Lunala or the game's over. I couldn't tell you, I genuinely couldn't tell you what's going on. You should just sack this. So, I don't know. I'm not upset with myself. I had a great season, and I don't think it was too aggressive of a creep. He's Cassib to, like, T-Wave me? Great brain. I'm a bit salty, but... Again, I can't be upset with my own prep and play. I hope he misses. Miss? Miss. Nope. Yeah, he was Cassib to T-Wave me. Yeah, unfortunately, we are going to, just lose the Landorus. There's not really another way out. We're gonna Moongeist Beam, we get a KO. But that's gonna be our BBL season. Again, I'm happy with how I played. I'm frustrated with how the end of it went, but there's only certain things you can account for, and I figured Matt would speed creep. So, take that as a lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Don't aggressively speed creep if you don't absolutely have to, I guess. Unless I'm an idiot and I just did not creep correctly. Wait. I mean, he wins with Zekrom then. So I guess same thing. Light Beam in case he misclicks. Unless he, like, misclicks, chokes, goes into Zekrom after, lets me kill it. Then there's a possibility he knock off. Yeah, so. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Okay. Let's go. We're all getting a couple kills for the sheep at home. If Zekrom doesn't kill me and he goes into that for some reason, then that is my way out. But there's no way he goes into Zekrom here. He boots Zekrom. Then I'm freezing. That kills. So, yeah, GG's to Matt. Don't know what else to say. I'm a bit frustrated. This is all I can say. I'll Poison Jab into knockoff if that somehow works, but he could also miss all of his attacks, and I Poison Jab, Poison into knockoff crit. Close. I'm gonna Poison Jab, Poison into knockoff crit. He missed one. Missed another one. Crit? That was the crit. Cool. Poison? If he misses again, I win, by the way. I'm calling for one more. Don't have a dragon move. For some fucking reason. No, I don't even kill knockoff, so like, not much a point. I got a crit knockoff. Miss. He just didn't have an accurate move, apparently. At this point, I really couldn't tell you. GG's to Matt. I'm frustrated with how the season went, but... Or the end of the season went, but I'm happy with how I played and how I prepped. That's all I can really do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like and you hear that.